What's going on, everybody? I'm John with Refinery Fragrances, and today we are talking about Creation E by Roja Parfums. Before we get started, if you guys are interested in fragrance-related content, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon for notifications for future videos. So Creation E was released in 2013 by the company Roja Dove. This fragrance is classified as an oriental, and the notes include bergamot, geranium, rose de mai, neroli, jasmine de grasse, heliotrope, cardamom, ginger, pepper, patchouli, cognac, tobacco, sandalwood, benzoin, vanilla, and ambergris. Good Lord, that is a long note list, but really well blended here, and we'll get to that in a second. Let's talk about price point. She's an expensive one. This one is $485 for a 50 milliliter bottle. They don't make 100 milliliters. This is the Parfum concentration, which is the more expensive of the two concentrations. They also released last year a Parfum Cologne edition, which is a little bit less concentrated, a little bit fresher, and that comes in at $290. This is the version I have. Right now, from what I've tested, this is also the version that I prefer, but we'll see as time goes on, and eventually I would like to buy the Parfum Cologne edition. So in terms of season and occasion, because this is so expensive, I certainly reserve it for special occasions and only certain months of the year. This really shines in the colder months. I think you could pull it off all year round, but honestly, I would say maybe the Parfum Cologne edition is better for all year round, and this is better reserved for fall and winter. For occasion, I would say this could be a signature scent if you're rich. I am not rich, so I do not wear this as my signature scent. This is something that I reserve for nights out, date nights, a little bit more special occasions. I don't reserve it specifically for formal occasions, which I know some people do that from time to time. That's not for me. I do want to enjoy it, but I've had this bottle for about 3 years, a little over 3 years, and I barely made a dent in it. So I definitely reserve it as much as I can just because of the price point. In terms of performance with Creation E, this is an extrait to Parfum, so you can expect it to perform really well. On my skin, I get about 14 hours longevity and about 4 to 5 hours projection. I feel like throughout the entire wearing process, you're gonna have good sillage with this. As you walk by somebody, it definitely leaves a scent trail and performs like an extrait should. What does this smell like? At the top, and it's been said 100 times over, it smells like Coca-Cola. It does, it really does. To me, I almost get like a cherry Coke. I love cherry Coke. Never drink soda, but cherry Coke from Subway, fountain Coke from Subway, I don't know why, is so good. Anyway, this smells like cherry Coke. Very fizzy, and has that sweetness up top. And then as that mellows down and you get more into the mid, you starts to get away from that fizzy Coca-Cola-like vibe, although it is still there throughout the entirety of the fragrance, just kind of peeking its head through. It more gets into like a resinous, sweet dry down with tobacco and benzoin, vanilla. And then one of my favorite aspects of the dry down is that ambergris note. I definitely detect it in here, and it gives this nice, clean, musky, salty, glassy quality that is just really nice. And it actually reminds me of the ambergris used in Amber Nuit by Dior. It just has this really like nice, classy, sharp, but not overwhelming quality to it, and it's just really beautifully done here. I would say that the ambergris that is used in Creation E is just of the highest quality. So one thing I can say about Roja Dove is the whole brand is top to bottom A1 luxury. They know who they are selling to. Everything is done to just the absolute highest level, and that is very apparent when it comes to not only their fragrances but their packaging. Let's take a closer look.
Okay, so as you can see, Creation E comes in a matte black box with gold accents. It's got Roja Parfums on the top, front, and signature on the sides, and then the name, concentration, and size on the bottom. And then the top lifts off like this, and the fragrance sits in this nice satin-like material, which is beautiful. And then the bottle is awesome. You got Roja Parfums printed on the side, some info on the back, some size and concentration info on the bottom. And then on the front, you have this awesome metal plate with info. And the sprayer is just amazing. It produces a cloud.
So I have to be transparent with you guys. This is my favorite fragrance of all time. I've smelled thousands of fragrances, and this to me just is superior. No other fragrance gives me confidence like this one. The scent profile of this with the tobacco and the booziness is just right up my alley. I love all of the fragrances in that style, and this to me is just the king of those. So really, really an amazing fragrance. Roja Dove did an incredible job composing this. As you heard, the note list is just never ending on this thing. So to be able to place all of those notes in a way where they're not fighting over each other, they're just perfectly blended to create this incredible, enigmatic fragrance that just honestly, like, I'm blown away by. That's all from me, guys, on Creation E by Roja Dove. I hope you enjoyed the review. If you are interested in more fragrance-related content, please consider hitting subscribe and hit that bell icon for notifications. And also, let's start a discussion below in the comments. What do you think of this fragrance? Have you tried it? Have you tried anything else from Roja Dove? And what are your favorites as the weather transitions from warm to chillier days? Look forward to chatting with you guys, and we'll see you soon.